Hello fellow gamers, Jim here, and today, oh my days, today of all days, we are playing a gift from the stars. Now look, I actually do like this level. I think it's very clever. It is a puzzle level, and it is a tough puzzle level. So, if you've not played it yourself, and there's the outside chance that you might want to, don't watch this video. As much as I hate to tell people not to watch my videos, you really shouldn't watch this video. Because I will just be spoiling these puzzles. And they are fun, they're tricky to solve, but you have been warned, okay? Spoiler alert! Now, let us head over to the bamboo forest. Because in the bamboo forest, we can come down here, and here, wait, no, it's one more down, isn't it? Okay, I know where I'm going. Here it is, people. A gift from the stars by Hanky Mueller, with code from Lily Beavy, Lyra, art from Bissy, Mintberry, Mintberry? I don't know. Ref Unchecked. Vexastray. Music by Teo. Teo? Sticker by Fionway. Decoration by Hanky Mueller and Worldwaker 2. Writing by Hanky Mueller and Worldwaker 2. Playtesting from Banana 23. Blaxicano 55. I think I've said that right. Guitar L Hermie. Lafusian, Real Hojo, and Wanda, with the captain being Worldwaker 2. Whew! Lots of people associated with this level. Now, check out this vibe. Is this not a vibe and a half? So, very ethereal level design, very ethereal music to go along with it. And we have 2 dashes, but now we have no dashes. So that is right. This is a core style level, in that you don't get your dashes back, but with 2 dashes. Menu, hint. Yeah, so you can get a hint from the menu, but we're not going to do that. I think that's new. I think on my first playthrough, I didn't think they had hints for this level. Right, so let us be about it. And on this screen, there's this interesting block up here. What do we want to... Ooh, hello, strawberry. Oh no, we don't have a dash for it. Yes, that is the problem. However, we do have this dash crystal, which does give you dashes back. So if we send this block down here, this gives us 2 dashes up to this point. But what can we do with it? We still can't reach that strawberry. Oh, and how many strawberries do we get? 5! Honestly, guys, the red levels are absolutely smashing out of the park with berries. Now, we've got 1 dash for here and 1 dash for here, so we can at least leave the screen now. But how do we get this berry? Well, the secret to getting this berry is we head to this screen. I wonder if I can do something like this. Yeah, okay, I could do that, but that is not what you're supposed to do. What you do is you come back to the top of this screen with 2 dashes, right? So we come down here. And what we want to do is very quickly dash onto this block, climb up, and then we can use it to get the berry that way. So that's the proper way to get that berry. And then we can just escape the screen as we did before. But yeah, if you're happy to screen transition hyper like that, you can actually get the berry like that. But we don't need to do that. Okay. Let's check this screen out. Well, I'm not going to take too long pretending I don't know the solution to these, because I literally replayed it recently so that I would know the solution. I'll still get it wrong. Don't misunderstand. These puzzles are not straightforward. But I'm not going to mess around being like, oh no, what is this? Because obviously I know exactly what it is, and that would just be disingenuous. But these weird looking objects, which you might be able to see floating about, are an interesting new mechanic. Because what they are is shards of a dash crystal. Whoops, I didn't see that spring. So if you collect 3 of these, you get a dash crystal. So we can go like that. So that is one of the main mechanics of this level. Main custom mechanics. Ooh. Boo! Hilarious. So, is there a reason we're out here in the middle of nowhere? It's not the middle of nowhere. It's a UFO crash site. You can't be serious. Climbing a mountain is one thing, but investigating a UFO crash site? This is ridiculous, even for you. Says a part of me. I am not ridiculous. Listen, I wouldn't be here if it didn't feel important. Just trust me. Okay. Brilliant. I always knew Madeline was crazy. But is she crazy? This does seem quite a mysterious sight. Right, well, let's head down here. And we are underground now. And the observant of you can see and hear a flying berry over there. However, this berry is tricky to get because you can't get over this pit without dashing. And there's no way to make it up. So, for the time being, we have to leave that berry behind. But that's okay. Alright, now we are going to dash over here with this spring. A locked door, how interesting. And then we can use these springs to come up here. Oh, that didn't feel very puzzly. Well, this is where the puzzles really start. Up until now, this hasn't been too puzzly a level. But now we shall see. Right, so the first thing to note is we've got a berry. Right, so clearly we need to grab that berry. The other thing to note is we've got a broken up dash crystal, which we need to figure out. So to get the berry, what you want, so if you dash up here, you can grab this dash crystal, and then you can grab this double dash over here, and then we can use this to get ourselves to the end of the screen. Okay, so that's how you get to the end of the screen. But we don't just want to settle for the end of the screen. So instead, what you want is for that dash crystal up there to be the last one you collect. So let us grab this and this. So now we have 2 dash crystals, or dash crystal segments. Crystal segments? I don't know what their official name is if they have one. So we've got those 2, and then when we go up here, suddenly we have 2 dashes again, and we can grab the crystal. We can grab the berry like that. And that is indeed our second berry. Happy days. So we want to re-grab this crystal. These respawn once you use it, so that's good. Grab the crystal again, and then we can get on out of here. Now, before we do leave this screen, there is a little secret nook here, which is barely noticeable. I don't know about this, but yeah, there's a secret route up here. And that takes us to a berry. Now this, I can't claim that. Did I solve all of these puzzles? Do you know what? I can't remember if I solved all of these puzzles myself. I want to say I did, but I probably didn't. I actually don't know. But yeah, so if we look in this screen, we've got dash segment there, crystal segment there, crystal segment there, crystal segment there. So there's our 3, and we've got a berry up there, and we've got a spring that leads us to victory. Now, if you jump on that block, it springs you up, and it falls. So that is a one-time use spring. Okay, and we want to use it somewhere else. And if you just go like this, we have no dash here. So we need to get our dash back before that. Okay, so why don't we excuse me. So why don't we use this block to come up here? I'm just trying to demonstrate the puzzliness of this screen. Okay, so if we do this, now we have the first crystal segment without having used a dash, so that's good. So we can get over here as before, and we get 2 dashes. Okay, this is good. So now we just dash up there and grab that, right? Well, problem. You can't reach the exit if you do that. Ha. So. Okay. I have an idea. I have an idea. I think you do this. Okay, now, here's the secret to this screen. You come back to grab this dash crystal, but then you keep going round in a circle like this until it respawns, so that you now have the strawberry, the dash crystal, and 2 dashes. Oh yeah, and look, you can't leave the screen this way once you grab that. So we need to exit the other way. But now we should be able to grab this, grab this. Now we have 2 dashes here, and we don't need to spend one grabbing that, grabbing the berry, which gets us to the end with the berry, and we can collect it for the 3rd berry of the map and our 50th berry of the lobby. Whee! Great success. Yeah, that puzzle. I'm sure I didn't solve that. I'm pretty sure I didn't solve that puzzle. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. That was a doozy. Right. So now we're back on the main path. So if we'd have ignored that berry room and come up here, we would have come up into this screen. So this one's not too bad. You just need to work your way through, picking up these dash crystals as you go, and then we can escape through there with a key. And now that we have this key, we have access to the other big mechanic of this level. So this has all been very good, right? These puzzles have been kind of mind-bendy. The berry in particular was quite tough. However, it's about to get proper weird. So we dash up here, and then we open this door. Now, what is that up there? It looks like a clock, and that is because it is a clock dash refresh crystal. And the thing that you need to know about that clock dash refresh crystal is it gives you your 2 dashes, right? So this spring block here is supposed to fall, but it hasn't. And that is because time is currently stopped for everything except for Madeline. So we can come over here and we can actually grab that switch without having to go to the left. However, the thing you need to know about these time crystals is that once you spend both of your dashes, time resumes. Both of your dashes. So once your hair goes back to blue, then time will resume. So if we dash twice here, we can see those blocks fall down. So this is the big gimmick of this chapter. We need to stop time like that, and we need to not resume time until we've got to where we need to get to. The other thing you need to know about these crystals, so let me just die here. Okay. Now, I am editing music in after the fact because I imagine this chapter might require some severe editing, okay? And it's much easier to do that if you've got nice music to kind of help you through. However, if we do play the music, what you will notice when you grab these dash crystals, you get a little kind of wow, is the best way I can describe it, filter over the top. Okay, and I don't know how to replicate that from these dash crystals, so I am sorry. I think the lesser of two evils is to give myself the freedom to edit out all of my terrible failures, or at least speed it up. So the music is going to be slightly off, so I apologize about that. I'll try and do something. But anyway, right, okay, so now we've stopped time. Let's grab these two switches. Grab this switch. Now, before we exit the screen, so what you're supposed to do is exit the screen like this. So you come here, then you dash again, and because we've got that switch, it swaps these two doors. Okay, that's the way you're supposed to exit the screen. But we don't want to do that because do you remember our friend? Do you remember our friend Barry up here? Well, now is his time, because what you can do now that we can freeze time, what you can do is grab this, grab this, grab this, and the problem is you can't. What we want to do is take this frozen time crystal into this screen, but as soon as you dash up here, time resumes because you've spent both of your dashes. So instead, what we do, okay, this is super clever. We access this switch. Now, what that switch does, we know over here on this side, it closes the exit for us. So if you're in the exit, it's like a little airlock, you can leave. But if you're not, it closes it. However, that's actually to our benefit, because what we can do here, now let's let that refresh. So that's closed the exit now, but I'm also up here, so I can grab another time crystal, get over here, and then use this as a wall to climb up here. And now we are on this screen with frozen time. You get both your dashes back because of the screen transition, so you can climb up here and dash the berry into our custody for berry 51, and the fourth berry of this chapter. How cool is that? That was a fun puzzle, right? I may have over-explained it, but let's continue, shall we? So let's grab this, set off this switch so that we can leave. Use one dash only to come over here, so time is still frozen. Expend our second dash, time unfreezes, and we are in the right place. Now, this screen's pretty funky as well. We've got a moving block that stops us, right? I think the point about that moving block is it's trying to explain to you that if you've got stop time, you need to dash to get it restarted. Okay, so quick look around here. Okay, so the exit is down in the bottom left, and what we need to do is get on this moving block while time is frozen, having hit that switch. Okay, and it's quite, yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but it's not too bad. I think this puzzle is one of the entry level puzzles. So let's stop time. So we have to set this block off to get it out of the way and stop time. Now we can use these springs and one dash here. Okay, so time is still frozen, and the trick is you use this, you climb up to that. That's the trick. So you can do all of this platforming with only one dash. Okay, and then we can get the top crystal on the way back so that we can get down here with one dash, and time is still frozen, and then that leads us to the exit. Now, this screen is really tricky. So the switch is actually here. We've got a dash crystal here, and if we come around, it's weird that the bino is over here for some reason, but never mind. We can see we've got the time crystal down at the bottom, and we've got a moving block there, and we've got a crumble block here. So there's lots of going on. So the first thing we need to do is grab this. Now, you might think, let's just grab this time crystal, let's come back up here. We need to get this switch going, so maybe, what do we do here? Maybe we can set this block off, but then time isn't stopped. So what do we do here? It's all very confusing, right? So, ignore all of that. What you do, you come over here, you come to this platform, then you wait. Then you wait. You wait for this crumble block to respawn. Yes, that's right. So we want to leave that crumble block alone. We want to come back up here, and then we set off this moving block. It doesn't go anywhere because time is still frozen, but that's okay. Now we can come over here, dash over this crumble block again, and then refreeze time when the moving block is above that spiky bit. I don't know that I've necessarily got this right, but anyway, now we have that moving block in the middle. that might not be good enough, but let's have a look. Now we've got the crumble block here, so we can come back here with 2 dashes. And then we can, in theory, we can just jump. Oh, I just about made it. We can jump our way to that. Then we can dash here, but there's a crystal, so we get our dash back. So time is still frozen because we never went into blue haired state. Then we grab the switch, we jump onto that. Time is still frozen. We come down here. Happy days. See? I know what I'm doing. Okay, now we've got over on this side. We have a crystal segment that we can reach this. So these set of crumble blocks we can reach because we can do it. If we've got 2 dashes, we can make it back. But how does that help us? Because we're kind of scuppered. So that is not the way. So we're going to ignore that crumble block. And then over this side we've got a spring. We've got the switch up there, and the exit is down to the bottom left. We've got the time crystal down there. And this little bit up here was really confusing to me at first because I didn't see this moving block. There's a moving block there, so don't be fooled. And then there's a crystal segment there, a crystal segment there, and a crystal segment over to the right. So really unclear as to how to proceed. Okay, so you can do some brute forcing because you can rule things out. So we know we're not getting that crystal segment. And then we also know if we do this and dash down through that crystal segment, we're kind of scuppered. There's not a lot we can do. We can grab this, but then what? But what do we do? Well, maybe this is right. No, because now time's frozen. So we can't get this crystal segment because this isn't going to move. Right. So I think what you can do is you can rule out anything except this as being the starting move. Okay. So now we're here with 2 dashes. So let's use the first dash on this moving block. So we want to drop down, and then we can use the springs to get back here. So now we've picked up that crystal segment, but we've got no dashes. Okay, fine. So now we can grab the time crystal, and then we can, I'll make sure I do this in the right order. I believe we do this. Yep, so we've still got frozen time because we never went to blue hair. We can use the spring to get up and hit this switch. Now time is frozen, so we can grab this safely without having to spend any dashes. Okay, so that does count as being collected, by the way. It stays where it is because time's frozen and we collected it during frozen time, but it does count as being collected. And then we can dash through here, and that gives us that's all 3 crystals used. So that gives us back our double dash. We can come through here. Now we're through to the exit. Time's still frozen. We can dash the once to unfreeze time, and here we go. So happy days. Now this screen's fun. So the actual route is down here. But we've got a seeded berry to collect. And no obvious way on how to do it. So what you do, there's no bino here, so we can't really see what we're doing. But what we need to do is dash up here, dash here, then we need to hold on this wall, and then we need to wait. It's the waiting that's the tricky bit here. So you wait for that dash crystal to refresh, then you climb up to freeze time. See, so time is now still frozen. Time's still frozen, so we can come around here, grab this. No, I've done this wrong. Don't use that. Hold on. Okay, then we want to grab this. Then we come down here. I think... Ah, yes, so this is the tricky bit as well. So the other thing you can do is you can jump to this spring, so we've still got dash, and then we can grab this dash crystal, but don't go further to the left. First, come back for this, and then we go over to the left, and we grab the final berry seed. That is how that all happens. So the berry is forming, even though even though time is frozen. And then time unfreezes itself. I think that's quite cute. So the sound doesn't quite line up. So we can grab our 5th and final berry. Yay! However, people, there's nothing else to see on this screen. There's literally nothing else. Why would there be anything else? It's not like this wall looks really suspicious or anything. So yep, so no secrets in this level. Oh, that's a pity. That's a pity. No, there is a secret. I may be lost, but I'm certain this isn't the right way to go. This room is entirely optional and a much more difficult puzzle than the rest of the map. Good luck. Now, I have never solved this puzzle, and I wanted to solve it for this video, but this puzzle could take me hours to solve, and I don't have time. So, as much as I hate to do it, I'm going to leave this for another day. I will come back and solve this puzzle as a bonus video, as a bonus standalone video, which might take ages. So look out for that. It's not going to be necessarily the next video. But it will happen, I promise. So I apologize for leaving you all hanging. I need to make it clear in the video that I'm not solving that puzzle, because if people come here looking for it and then they don't find it, it'll be annoying. So anyway, we got all 5 berries. No secrets in this level at all. Wow. Basically, we're home free. Okay, so we are home free, except we've got one more puzzle to beat, and this is a doozy. So, exit, bottom left. Switch over to the right. We have 3 moving blocks like this, and we have a big pillar in the middle with a couple of roots back here, and we've also got the crystal segments, as we've come to expect. So, couple of well, I think there's a big cheese strat to this, but I don't know it. So so if we set these off, what happens is they end up going over like that in that sort of formation, which is actually not that helpful. So the first thing we need to do is spend a dash to come up here, and you want to get on top, and then you want to grab this, grab this, grab this. So they're going over like this, and then we grab the time crystal. So now they're in this sort of formation, and we can climb over here, so we can get to this side of the map with 2 dashes and frozen time and a crystal segment. And the other tricky thing about this map, we don't collect the switch yet. So we leave the switch where it is. I'm trying to remember. I was like, yeah, I'll just replay this once, it'll be fine, but I can't really remember what I'm doing. Okay, so now we come back through here, and we've got 2 crystal segments, but no dashes. Okay, so that's fine. So let's... so we don't want to do that. So we want to... So we're here with 2 dashes, and time is not frozen. Sorry, with no dashes, and time is not frozen. Now, we send these over this way. And we stop them in that position. So what we can do now is we can go back. So time is frozen. We've got 1 dash, so time remains frozen. We can grab this switch, and then from here we can jump up onto these platforms, and we can jump our way over and reach the exit like that. That took me ages to figure out. I want to say I've solved it myself. I don't actually remember that I did, but either way, we drop down and we are indeed at the end of the map. But just before we leave, what's this? Oh, look, another secret room. Ah, well, that's weird. There can't possibly be anything else to collect in this map, so this must just be an error. Weird. The map maker made an error by putting in a key room that you can't reach. How funny. Yes, actually, what you do is you go and solve that really tricky puzzle, it gives you a key, and then you come here and you get a little bit of lore, which I will provide you all, but never mind. Anyway, here's the cabin. So this level, if you beat it now, it kind of feels a bit like something of an anticlimax, because you're like, well, was there a UFO or what? We're actually inside the cabin, so you can't go that far, and that's why you can actually like do this weird heart dance like this. Oh yeah, so you run out of dashes if you do that. Let's see if I can let's see if I can get the world's most annoying heart ultra. Hey, I think I got it. Who knows? Ah, well, that was a gift from the stars. With 5 berries and 26 deaths, I can assure you that if I was redoing that level completely blind, I think it was hundreds and hundreds of deaths. Anyway, what did we think about that level? So, gameplay and mechanics and aesthetics and all of that good stuff. So the gameplay, it's a tough puzzle level. Some people will hate it. I quite liked it, but it was really hard. But it was super hard, and I've still got the hardest thing left to do in it. So I'm kind of excited about going back for it, but I don't know. So you know, using 2 dashes and the time crystal to like set up puzzles with switch blocks and making sure that you didn't spend both dashes, really good. Like very clever. The puzzles were also very clever. Getting the berries was really fun. I'll speak about the berries in a bit. So look, I think the gameplay was good, but some people will hate it. It just won't be their jam, and that's fine, right? You know, not everyone likes a puzzle game. Not everyone likes a platformer. Not everyone likes UFOs. I don't know what to tell you. Aesthetic-wise, though, I think it's a bit of a miss. I do get it. I get what they were going for, but I just feel like Celeste is at its best when it's sort of popping and bright and colourful, and there's a lot going on. And this was, you know, very subdued, very somber. The music was very, you know, I don't know, demure and mindful. So yeah, I don't know. I think maybe 100% I see what they were going for, and art is subjective and all of that. So I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it wasn't quite what I was after. I think you could have done that puzzle level, but with a brighter aesthetic. Also, I've got really bad eyesight in the dark, so dark levels for me I just don't like. Right, berries. 5 whole berries. 5 golden berries. I just can't believe it. Like, we've had so many berries in the last 3 levels. It's fantastic. They were hard to find. Well, no, they weren't necessarily hard to find. Some of them were just on the path as well, which I like. But they were hard to collect, which obviously is a puzzle level. So it was the harder part of the puzzle level, and I thought they were great. The secret, I haven't got it yet. I will go back and get it. I know it's there. You know it's there. But I don't know how to solve it yet. And I want to solve it myself. I don't just want to go and look up a guide. So I want to give myself that chance, but it might take me ages. So I don't want to rush it just for this video. And then, what else am I saying? Fun and difficulty. So fun, it's very difficult to judge how much fun I had, because it, you know, that's like the 4th time I've I've played the level, just, you know, for this playthrough series. So I think I remember having fun solving it the first time, but it was so hard. I think if you're not good at puzzles, this has got to be one of the hardest levels in the lobby, right? If not the hardest level. But it was fun that it used Celeste mechanics for the puzzles, right? So it used your dashes, it used the touch switches. So yeah, look, I'm gonna rate it as pretty damn hard and above average fun. I think that's reasonable. Cool. So thank you very much, team, for that level. Very much enjoyed it, as ever. Well, I think I did. I don't remember, but I think I did. Okay, I think there's a journal here. Yes, there is. So let's have a quick look at the journal. Well, we've got that is a really cute sticker. I like that sticker a lot. So we've got the, you know, the wood and the pylons where the level was set, but we've got the UFO being this heart crashing down. So maybe that's what the lore's telling us, and that's what we actually found was the UFO. Very cute sticker, I like it a lot. And then we can see we spent half an hour in the level. Obviously, yeah, your time will vary. If you're solving it blind, it'll take you hours. If you know how to play it, you can just burn through it. The silver takes like 2 minutes, you know. So, and then 26 deaths, all 5 berries. Yes, chef's kiss with these berries. Look at the state of these berries. 5 out of 5, 3 times in a row. Very good. Anyway, everyone, as ever, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.